Cool. Hey Chino. Hey Perspiration. I'm like super tired today. It doesn't have a lot of rain. I thought it was have more range for that. Alright, now I'm kind of like this defense though. Oh, I'll do it too soon. 8 silver. Yeah, something a while ago. I was just trying to do 4 tracks. Sorry, I'm like stretching. I'm like really tired. Alright, so that was like a decent warm up. So we're just gonna try them. Hey, Eric. Whatever. Naruto Light, Sakura, Madara, Shadow Sasuke, Minato. Alright. I need like some music. I need to get my Sasuke music ready. The range was when I was going with all those with that either. Wow. I remember his 4-star also has I think it has a large defense buff and a large attack buff. Is it medium? Okay. I mean, I can do surprise attack mission with subs, but like, I'm just gonna one-shot everything. Like, 'cause there's no team attack, which is only like really team roundup or surprise attack missions. Let's see. It's like 5 tiles out, maybe. Bro. What? Yo, he got me again. I gotta be a little more proactive, I guess. I can't, like... All these moderators are on steroids. I'm gonna try, because I don't really want to change my subs, because I do want to, like, focus more on, like, getting better with him. I want to, like, have my subs carry me. Like, he just stun locked me, and then I was like, whatever. He also has an eye for me. I'm like, not. I don't remember that. Alright, this isn't gonna work. That just seems like I'm in my base. Because I don't even really know, like... There's nothing on these tools either. Like they're all empty. I don't know what I'm gonna do with them yet. I definitely hit that. I forgot she hit Sakura, but it worked anyway. Did I get raised? Yeah. Are you talking about Sasuke has 2 iframes, or that Madara has 2 iframes too, though? Like, I know his teleport is like a pseudo iframe. Hold on, I think I actually can precast that. No. Oh shit. That was definitely the wrong move. Alright. Everyone. I know y'all are trying to help me, but y'all also realize, like, I have my own process of doing things. I test everything. So I'm gonna go through everything until I figure out what works for me. It won't even take me through him. I mean, it's only like this because I'm like testing things. Like I can't be bothered to make a real base because I already know like I have to do a bingo book series. There's like 300 videos I want to do, so it's like, do I really want to make another base just to dismantle it, just to like make another base again? Nah. So it's like pretty much just straight up skill check. I missed my timing. One, two. Yeah, so 2 count is too long. I won't be able. I gotta start it before the 2 count. Probably like 1. He turns around really fast though. One. I can't tell. I gotta. Yeah, I have to iframe her. She can't be slow. Oh, so. Yeah, I'm still top 20. But like, I kind of like, I'm looking at the leaderboards and I'm like, I'm not gonna kill myself. I'm not, like, so I'm still playing Sam, but I'm like, I reassess like how I'm gonna handle it. I'm not gonna play with that. So like, I'm probably gonna be like, I'm gonna try for top 25, see if I can stay in there, but I'm not, chasing top 10 is gonna take like the rest of my life, and I don't have the time for that this week. Not even sure I could catch up. Like, I'd have to be like, I'm like 70 million behind for the for top 10. So that means I would have to play like twice as long, if not 3 times as long as the current rate they're doing. Yeah, that's Sakura's in there. Let's see. Well, that's bad. So like his that trap clip's kind of annoying, like in close rooms. Like I can't like resort to that. Would have to be a 4-star then to paralyze. It might be too soon. Oh, I got him. Yeah, Miss Fancy Class. He actually has like really good like, how do I say this? He can juggle like a lot of things pretty well. I can't spawn. That's enough. That's fine. I do like my EMS team. One, two, three, four. It's about 5 tile range. You can hit that with 3 balls. That's pretty cool. As long as I don't start with an iframe, I think that's pretty safe. The reason why I couldn't do it with War is because he did start with an iframe. Anyone who runs in dies. So it's probably not going to be good against like at fourth with heavy iframers like KLM or Edo Madara. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like, it depends on like who starts with an iframe. If they have an iframe, then it's not as safe. But if they don't have an iframe, you can stun them into pull. Stun them into seal. And I'd rather do a stun into seal if I can, because I don't want to hit someone with a 15-second seal that's also my client, and then find out too late. By the way, you can't seal them. That'd be like really annoying. At least that way, like if they're stunned, I can like kind of reassess and have time to figure out what else I want to do from there. And I'll just like chain knockdowns. because like this is like my gravy move, so I want to hold on to that as long as I can. All of his hits goes through walls. That's really good. Let me see, that was 5, 6. There shouldn't be anything else in here. This is really suspicious, actually. That was clever. Yeah, but if they do have seal resistances and I use it, and let's say, you know, they hit me with something, then I have to wait 6 or 5 seconds for my cleanse to come back up, versus if I go on with the teleport, they can hit me and, you know, I'll partially iframe or whatever, but I think you can, from what I've been doing, it looks like you can seek into his cleanse from his paralyzed fairly quickly, so in case that happens, I can immediately go into my iframe cleanse. That's why it's like I'd rather do the teleport whenever I can. Like that 4-star is kind of like a last resort for me. And I don't want to enter rooms and use this trap clear at all. That's like bad news bears unless I'm gonna use my ultimate. I was pretty sure I sealed him. Unless it's another steel resistant water. Yeah, see, I'd rather do that. Because if they're steel resistant, this field still comes up and paralyzes them. And then I can do my cleanse versus, yeah, like, just the other way is just gonna be like a... I can spawn him into this, it's fine. Oh shit. Oh, that's bear trap. Where? Like... I actually could use that on the house now. Come on. I don't have enough time for an ultimate, but whatever. My ultimate's only level 3 for Shadow Sasuke. Hold on, because I need to see what I did. But I feel like, yeah, that the teleport into his second first iframe into his second iframe is like really really good. I still gotta be very very careful with that trap. Yeah, so it was the teleport into the 4-star, and that, yeah, all right. Yeah, see, like I'm not doing all that. 70, there's 80 million ahead. Yeah, I'm not doing all that. Like, I'll continue, like, grind. I'll finish these tickets. And maybe do, like, a little bit more. But I'm not doing all that. But hold on. Because what I'm thinking, like, I'm not really, like... Wait, you said check if it's the invincibility? Hold on. You mean for Naruto, like, when I iframed all of that? I mean, I can look at the time. Like, I'm not gonna be able to time it here very well, but we'll see. I can't teleport into him. It's probably like on the edge. Oh, because, yeah. Oh, you're talking about that. Yeah, because he has the EX ult. Like, I think, like, it's impossible to, like, tell. Was that, like, I don't think that was a bug. Wait, hold on. You gotta show me where it is. I don't know what you're talking about. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised, like, if they start with full EX dogs on defense. Like, that's not surprising. That wouldn't be surprising to me. I don't think that's a bug, though. Yeah, he is invincible. I don't think that's a bug. I see what you're saying. You gotta survive. You gotta use your skill, man. That's what I'm like. That's what I keep telling people. Like, y'all are like, a lot of people think the game is gonna stay the way it's always been forever, and that's not how games progress. That's not how games change over time. That's not how games move forward. But don't hit them for 10 seconds. Like, survive. Like, if you have a team, like, you know, run someone like Utakata who has invincibility. You know, like, it's 10. Like, I don't like, see. Like, this is like other thing, because people will say like, remains, and then the game is easy, and then they'll run into a mechanic that actually does make the game hard. Like, you kind of have to like think, oh well, if he uses his ultimate, he's up for 10 seconds. How do I survive that? Like, do I kite around? Do I have like the proper team for this? Like, the things that create situations that provoke questions like that, people don't want to actually deal with them. Like, 'cause I don't think, like, that's not a bug. I don't think that's not a bug. You probably start with full EX ult, so like, if you're careless, but also like, I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. You know why? Because some people don't have leveled ultimates, you know. If they have a level, so like, it only goes up to the blue dog. Like, so you need like a level 3 or higher to get to the red dog. Or you need like, I think the level 1 starts at blue. I don't even have a level 1 ultimate anymore. Otherwise I would like, actually I do, hold on. one? It's still red for me. Huh. I knew there was a point where like some people only had the blue ones, but I'm not sure like why is this not? This doesn't seem right. Just must out. So like I think, or maybe if it's not 6-star or 7, if it's not 7-star, then they only have the blue. After they up it to 7-star, then it's always red. I mean, like, I didn't realize he was invincible because, like, it doesn't change, like, what I have to do. If he's invincible, like, if I'm not noticing it, then it's obviously, like, not, you know, broken enough where it's, like, I can't kill him without it. Like, as soon as he did it, I ran away. So I don't think it's, like, a broken mechanic. I don't think it's a bug either. I think, if anything, it makes people question, like, okay, like, how do I actually learn how to play the game? But you don't know, you never go into a game or a fortress like knowing what to expect. You don't know who has resistances. You don't know who's going to take 0 damage from your ultimate or 1 damage. You don't know who's going to be immune to your seal. So like, yeah, like part of this game is the element of surprise. That's what I'm saying. Like as a player, like you need to do all these experiences in all these situations so you can adapt to these things on the fly. That's why I say like, oh, you know, I'm gonna test this. I don't really want to hear how anyone else plays it. I'm gonna test it my own way and see like what I can do with this because I need to be able to adapt to things. Yeah, hold on. Like, because people come into this game and like they expect it like a routine. Like, you know, I go with Sakura or I go with my trap clear, I enter the first tile, I trap clear. I run, or I don't run back, I stand up there. I go to the next tile, I trap clear. Trap clear, use my ultimate. Trap clear, 4-star. Like, I was on the Reddit the other day, someone's talking about, yeah, there's no skill in this game, you just run and you spam everything. But like, yeah, you can't spam that, so yeah, where's the skill? It is though, you look. Like, I didn't notice it because like, you know, all these effects, but if someone's missing consistently, your #1 priority should be anyway, like if they're running an EX ultimate, your goal should be like to get away from them. Like you don't really want to fight them up close on a revival tile. But any other tile, like it's only for the revival tile because no one else is. Oh well, they can do that on the purple tiles too. But I mean, yeah, I mean it works for the players. It works for the AI too. Like I don't mind that honestly. Whatever makes this game harder, not harder, but like more challenging, I'm all for it. Because there are too many players who are comfortable with. I mean, like also like, but not having like 100% builds, like having seal resistant enemies isn't something that happens a lot. But eventually, like you have to adjust to it. Even if it happens like, you know, 5 out of... Because I don't even run into steel enemies that often. I'll play like 50 games a day. And I maybe run into an anti-steel unit maybe once, maybe twice. But I already play like I'm fighting against anti-steel units. Because it's in my best interest to act as if every enemy has anti-seal. So I run teams that are counter to seal. Or who don't always just run seal. Or I set up combos so I can knock them down, like with NxB. Like if I can't steal enemies with NxB, I'm usually like in trouble. But like it's knockdown, Mountain Crusher, um, Energy Vibe, Run Back, Body Blow, Mountain Crusher. Like I knock enemies down, I keep them in the loop. Because like, but that's death is not necessary. Hold on, is the music still too loud? All right, it might be my desktop audio there. Like, death is not this bad thing. Like, everyone's like, I die, so it sucks. But, like, death is a part of playing games. Like, you don't get to, like, the top level of playing game if you never die. But you don't need to keep him in the loop forever. You just need to keep him in the loop for 10 seconds or avoid him for 10 seconds. So you iframe. Like, we have units that have, like, now 4-second iframes. Like, EMS has a 4-second iframe. Kaguya has an iframe that literally, like, she can run around the map with. War Toby, he has an iframe cleanse that lasts for, like, 2 seconds. And gives him, like, a speed boost. Rin has 10-second invincibility on her ultimate. War Nade, again, ultimate, not even her ultimate, she has a meiotic regeneration that gives her a cleanse and invincibility for a second. Sakura, the same thing. Like, you have options, like you have things, and that's why I'm like, y'all, not you specifically, like I'm not talking about you like specifically, Chin, when I talk about this. I'm like saying like the player base in general, they kind of like really have this one cookie cutter idea of, I run to the game, I spam this, I win. Game is easy, but then as soon as like something difficult comes along, it's like, oh, the game is pay to win, I can't win anymore with this character. But you've literally admitted to, like, only thing you know how to do is spam. If you don't know how to set up your combos, you're in trouble. If you don't know how to manage a good team, you're in trouble. And like that shows at the higher levels. Hey Flash Kid, that's all I'm saying. Like, I'm not like, yeah, it sucks when you kind of counter things for the first time and you die, but like that's how you learn. Like, honestly, like, dying to something is the most effective way to learn it, because I'm not going to remember, like, the things I take care of easily. I'm going to remember the things that kill me. Like, if I drop my combo, and I'll be like, oh, I died because I dropped my combo, I need to make sure I'm practicing that combo. I'm in the lab, I'm practicing that combo so I don't drop it. If I die because, an enemy is anti-seal, I'm looking at my team. If I have a team of 4 sealers, I need to put a paralyzed unit on there. I need to put a confused unit on there. I need to put a slow unit on there. I need, like, something different so one unit doesn't counter my entire like get up. If I'm running a full attack team and people are stalling me out because they have nature resistances that are strong against my attack, then I need to rebalance my attack team. If I'm like, that's what, like, there's so many counters, there's so many things, so many options, but yeah. But the thing is, like, the power creep didn't happen fast. How long have we had like how long has the community known about 100% builds? It's not happening fast. Like, there are nature builds where you can literally defang like damage. You put those on your tank type characters. There are ailment builds, like we've known about ailment builds for almost a year, and people still don't want to run ailment builds. They'd rather pull on units. Like, if you're pulling on units and you're not strengthening what you have, then you're playing a game and like you're going to run into a wall. Like, you have to boot, it's like getting a castle, and then instead of like beefing up your castle and like, getting the fortifications and setting up like all the barriers and stuff like that, you just try to buy another castle. Why? You don't need 2 castles. You need to strengthen what you have. You need to focus on what you have. You need to see the direction the game is going. Oh, there are now units that run 3 ailments on 1 jutsu. Like, you need an ailment resistant build. And like, it's not the game's fault that people didn't see that when it was possible. Like, I try to like spread information. But like, we've known about ailment builds for the better part of a year, but no one thought it was important enough. And now they're running to walls where it's like, so-and-so does too much. This is too much. And it's like, we've had prep time for this. If all you ever do is pull on units, then you're never going to be prepared. Never, ever, ever going to be prepared if all you do ever do is pull on units. You need a balanced team. I've seen like people ask me for advice, like, how do I build a character? And they'll show me their character and they'll run boosts, like they'll run nature boosts on characters who don't even have that nature type. Like, there's like a fundamental there's a problem with the game when all the new players ask for information like, how do I build a character? And people are just like, oh, you don't build characters, you pull on units and you spam 4-stars. And then people are like, they get the wrong idea about the game because like you've told them they can win with this, and then they find out they can't win with this. and now they feel like, oh, you know, the game is cheating me. The game isn't cheating you. It's just like people aren't telling you like the correct things to do. Hey, I'm alright. But yo, you don't have to like. So if it's uncommon, then you have to like, again. Stop clearing my throat. You have to kind of like play into a more reactive play style. Like that's why I don't go into like rooms and just like, you know, spam everything. I kind of go into the room. I wait a second. Is something gonna spawn? Is this Genjutsu trap gonna go off? Like what's happening here? And then immediately start clearing a space to fight because again, I need to be able to run back. If I can't run back to a unit, like if I can't run back to a safe space, then there's no room. I can't examine what's going on. I can't see what's going on because I'm up close in the enemy's face. I'm trying to get their jutsus off. They're trying to get their jutsus off. There's no actual opportunity for me to disengage from that fight, so I can't actually see what's happening and I can't react to what's happening. I mean, it's not. I wouldn't say it's bad, but like, it's again, it's the whole thing about people aren't prepared for these things, and people don't play in a way that allows them to prepare for these things. They don't set up units that allows them to prepare for these things. They don't set up teams that allow them to prepare for these things. So like, you know, they're just waiting for like the next superstar unit to drop. It's like, okay, like, you know, I can't do all this. I don't want to build tools. I'm not going to spend my Shinos making tools. I don't want to spend my Shinos making rolls. So I'm just going to wait for like this unit that breaks the game kind of, or I feel like breaks the game and makes it super easy for me. And I'm going to pull in that unit. And then when I don't get anything I want from that unit, I'm going to say like the game is bad. The game isn't bad. Like you're playing you're playing bad. The whole idea of like strategy is that you don't always know what you're going to deal with. And I feel like, yeah, Bandai doesn't explain things to us, but because like, yo, we're the players. There are like what, 3 million of us and we haven't figured this shit out yet? Come on, man. Why have there are 3 million of us? Why are we all playing the same way? Why do we have like factions of people who are just like, yeah, just do this and you'll be okay? Like, you know, that's like my like, yeah, we can talk about Bandai like not spreading like giving us the information, but like I kind of like wonder what people would even do with that information, because I've been talking about anti-resistance builds like for a while, and you know I talk about Shikamaru like with his auto clicker, but I know he's also been talking about resistance builds for a while. And people think it's a gimmick. Like people think, oh, like, you know, these resistance builds is just a phase, and it's not. Like they're here to stay. That's the direction the game is going in. And you're gonna be unprepared. Like if you think you're just gonna be able to pull for units. Testing, rigorous testing. Like, you know, I don't know. The first time I go like into a new base and I haven't seen like this defender before, the first thing I do is I'm gonna die. Like it's already set up. Like, but the thing is, like Madara, like when Madara was first released, like he actually wrecked me today, but like, you know, he was wrecking me when he first released because I didn't have the experience. But now, like, you know, I can, if I'm playing a certain characters, I know, hey, hit him outside of his range, blah blah blah. Oh my god, don't get me started on the HP builds, because people think like that's like the cheat code to this game, and it's like they really like, well, that's literally like, oh my god, like you can do, that's like 50 Shinos. 50 Shinos for maybe a shitty roll versus investing 50 Shinos into getting material so you can build better tools. Like, you gotta, there has to be a sense of balance. Yeah, like, that's what it is. It's like, I'm gonna go on to Reddit, or I'm gonna go into Discord, and I'm just gonna like screenshot my SS rank character. Oh, don't you feel jealous now? No, don't you want my SS rank character? And then they get them into a fort, and they're just like, yeah, they got sealed to death. Like, yeah, okay, they got confused, and now they're dead. Like, your 200,000 HP just maybe bought you like 10 seconds. And you're not even running a stall base, so there's no point in running like, you know, all these HP units unless like you're stalling people out. But if you're running like a split base where people are gate crash you anyway, like why are you stacking all that HP? There are very few people who can get away with pure HP builds, and that's because like they are at the top like 1% of whaling in this game. For the vast majority of the players, you cannot stack HP builds. You can't do it. It doesn't work for you. It's not the same. You don't have the materials or the resources to back it up. Yeah, okay, yeah. Minato is like the characters who can actually regen, like the 10% regen on a 200,000 HP Minato. Yeah, that's ridiculous. So like the self regen characters who have like 10% or higher, yeah, those are gonna stall you. Like, yeah, that's difficult to deal with. But like mostly it's gonna buy time. But I like even to that respect, like I don't think it works for every healer because um again, like not everyone has the priority Minato does, because Minato, like you can try to insta spawn Minato, but it is very hard to catch him off guard if he has his 4-star in the first slot versus someone like Sakura or someone like Tsunade where they need to be damaged to start their healing. You can pretty much preempt them. You hit them, seal them, boom, they don't even get a chance to regen. Minato is kind of like the exception to that because of the way his AI is. Yeah, well, at least that's the way I feel. I've seen Minatos who don't run the 4-star in the first slot. They run the Rasengan, or they run the his flying Rajan combo. And I really I'm just like, oh, okay, well, thanks, thank you. I wouldn't say like you're bad because you can't kill like. Because the other thing is like again like even you're not gonna know like what resistances a unit has until you hit them. So you know maybe you want to use your ultimate, you hit someone, they don't die. Like the first thing that goes to your mind is this a glitch? I hit this person with my ultimate, they should be dead. The second thing is like now what happens? So like there's this whole shock of surprise that will take people off guard. I don't think people factor that into their playing at all or enough. If you take a player off guard, that's like it's hard for them to react to that because they're not used to that situation. That's why I say like Is someone knocking on my door? No. That's why I say like playing a lot and getting that experience is really, really important as a player because you need to be able to adapt to those situations on the fly, and the only way you can learn to adapt to those is if you experience them a lot. But it's not like you don't have to counter. I literally just killed him by accident. Like I didn't even know he did it. I don't think it's bugged. I think like survivability is so good that that's not broken. Like I can win. I can use a Shura and I can counter that for 10 seconds. I can run Sakura and have Ashura as a sub, and you know if he gets me his cooldown, I can counter that for 10 seconds. Same thing with Utakata. If they do that, I can counter an invincibility Naruto for 10 seconds with Utakata. So like then what you need to think about, like as a Sasuke main, what do you need? Like what makes it in your best interest to be able to counter that? Like who do you need to counter that on your Sasuke team? And what are the conditions that you need to create to be able to counter that? And if you can't create those conditions, what's your backup plan? Like that's the whole thought process that has to go through your head. Like, okay, I know I'm going to be running to these bases that occasionally have these invincibility, so I have two choices. One, I don't let them ult because I'm outside of the range. So essentially, you know, as soon as they revive, I run outside of the range. They try to chase me. My team ganks them. They don't even get the chance to ult. So no ultimate, no invincibility. That's step one. That's already like that's one counter already. You don't even need to change your team. You just need to practice your timing. Second counter. Okay, they get the invincibility off. Did I create enough space in the map so I can actually run outside of their attack range? Because Naruto has ridiculous attack range. You're not going to be able to get around him up close, right? So you need to be able to run across the room. You need to be able to make sure he's going to chase you. The other thing is like, okay, how do I make it so, do I understand the AI behavior enough to actually force him to chase me or focus on my team? What are the rules surrounding the behavior of the AI as far as subs go? Like, how long does it take for the CPU or the AI defender to go from one target to the next? Because there's a time limit. There is a time limit. How long before they learn to... That's what, like, there's so many things. There's so much information, but people, like... I don't think Bad Night is necessarily a bad guy for not wanting to spoon feed us those answers. Like, yeah, we're players. We're not stupid. We should... If you're dying, then we gotta figure it out, right? Adapt or die. Yeah, see, like, that's a good, like, confusion. Oof. People were sleeping on confusion for the longest, and now this, like, public enemy number 2. Hey, Darsh. No, you're good. You don't have to apologize. But I mean, also, like, this isn't really, like, I guess, like, a popular viewpoint, but luck is, like, a skill. Like, if you get lucky, it's because you made the you've created a situation in your favor where luck can turn the tide. Not everyone who gets lucky is, like, lucky enough to survive it. So, yeah. Like, take that luck and then, like, kind of say, like, you know what? I kind of got lucky here. I'm not comfortable with that. I need to figure out a better way to, like, create this situation where I can manage this without luck. I mean, luck, like, there's a saying, like, luck favors the prepared. Not prepared, then you won't even know when luck when it hits you, when it comes your way. I'm pretty sure, like, I think they start with, they might start with max EX Gogs. I also went to Reddit yesterday and someone was like, yeah, 6-star characters are now obsolete. And I was just like, yeah, that's wrong. Yeah, we're gonna keep him. I hate spawning people with this trap clear, but I'm gonna do it for Naruto Light. I'm actually surprised we didn't get like a tool farming mission. I'm really surprised we didn't get a tool farming mission. I actually was looking forward to that 2 MRN. What are the odds? Oh yeah, it's okay. Oh, where's Sakura? Issa, you should. If did you get like the full kits for any of them? Yo, always be prepared. That's why I'm like, I'm glad. Like, people are like, oh, we should be able to see like the stats on units, like when we attack. They're just like, no, you don't need that much of an advantage. If you have Naruto's full kit, what level is his ultimate? Because you might not need to pull. You might just. It might be better to save those 1,000 Shinos because like I'm like, um, you don't know like what tools are gonna be coming next. Like we just got these OP characters. There might be like new tool banners. There might be. You don't know what's happening. Like essentially, like the game is in a state of progress or flux. So I would, if you're free to play, I would never drop to 0 Shinos. You need like an emergency like 500 Shinobyte fund, just in case like something like drastic or very very like good happens. You can you're not left out. Alright, yep, screw that then. I feel like there's a way to enter with the Chidori up. You can definitely main moderate that one. No, I didn't summon for the golden sword for Sasuke. Let me see. Come on. "15-second seal" is like ridiculous. Yeah, this is my usual heavy team. Oh shit, it's almost done. Okay, I'm gonna do one refresh and I'm done. Yeah. If you have Naruto's full kit but not Sakura's, yeah, I wouldn't pull again. If you have a level 3 like ultimate, then I would synthesize that and keep it. And then like kind of like focus on building him up as far as like tools. Kind of like figure out what you want to do with his build, and then like fine tune his team a little bit more. And then like once you've kind of like settled into that, figure out like what the next thing you want to branch off into is, and then like dedicate your Shinos towards like that character. But like I wouldn't invest, like it's not really worth it to invest 500 Shinos anymore. Because 500 Shinos, there's 10 HP bead rolls, there's 500 refreshes for mats, and you're hoping for a full kit of one character that you might not get at all. um, it's not. It's really just not worth it. I mean, it kind of becomes more worth it as you like have those tools to put on. Like, you know, I have kind of like my little armory going on, so I can kind of switch tools if I want to. But like, you need to get into a spot where you can do that first before you can like take chances on units. I feel like I'm talking too much today. Shit. So annoying. I was too cautious there, I think. Somehow it worked out. Let's see if I can remember like how to do his precast. Oh, I still got it. Just right. It'd probably been better. Like I said, it also might be damage based. I think I said that in an earlier stream. Like if you hit one ultimate, then they might get start with EX ult. I think I'm not sure like how many hits that Naruto got off of me. I ulted him pretty quickly, or it might be random. I don't know. I have no clue. I mean, no, it's not like I have. I have no clue because like I'm doing a bunch of other things. Like I don't really have time to like dedicate towards like testing that. Um, what's the word? Intensely. So it's like that's kind of like low on my priority things right now. I mean, eventually, like, I'll get it. Like, if I die enough to it, like, if it gets to the point where I'm dying constantly because I see this invincibility come up, I'll get annoyed and I'll just be like, you know what? I'm gonna lab this for like 20, 20 days or something like that. Shit. Yeah, we're not gonna play around if he's that tanky. The problem now is like I'm running out of chakra. I'm not taking enough damage. He did it through the wall. Oh, it's so annoying. I want to know whose base this is, because like these enemies are not going down easy. Yeah, what? These enemies are just like I've not seen like many enemies that can take a shotgun from my heavy like up close in the face and survive. Shit. I screwed this one up big time. I know he does it. I know he does. I know he does it through walls, but I wasn't like. I thought from like behind it would be okay. Like I for sure thought he was gonna spawn and try to run around, as opposed to like, oh, this is the easiest way to hit him. Actually, yeah, Darsh, that's most likely what it is. Which is why I usually like snipe those pots, but like, I don't know, something about heavy makes me feel like I have to play like really fast. This first it. It's gonna be annoying. Let's see. There we go. Yo, these things are so beefy. I didn't want to do that. But he didn't leave me any choice. Shit. I wanted to get the Genjutsu before he actually got out. And then use my ultimate. I feel like I'm gonna say like this one should be okay, but I'm gonna say that and I'm gonna die. Yeah, so there's nothing in there. That was actually like a bad offset. I wanted to offset him, but a paralyzed for a seal is never a good, like, it's not the best one. I gotta change this order back. I like him to start with the trap clear. Alright, where's Darway? Let's get it together, team. Shit. I think look, heavy seal is 8 seconds, so I gotta like do that in 8 seconds or less. Otherwise, it's not gonna stick. Let me make sure. That's gonna be my last one though. Oh, it's 8 seconds, so that's pretty much like my time limit. Oh, it's a bot base, whatever. Ouch. 500. Yo, can you even get? I thought like the lowest you can get was like 700, but oh my god, that's like the worst. I think I've gotten like 800 roll ones. No, it's just like really. I think the precast needles work really good for him. It's like it doesn't work on instacast for him, but Yeah, no, I had to put an HP bead roll on my heavy too, because it was like 20 rolling with 20,000 HP is just not the way to play the game anymore. Like you cannot like survive with under like I think what over 25,000 HP. Like I think even my yeah, he's around 30,000. Like all of my blue units are like around. Neji's like the worst defender, but I'm actually gonna put rolls on him because I took off his HP tool. But I'm gonna buff him up with that. Let's see. Yeah, he's like 32 because like yeah, you can't play the game like with less than 20,000 health. Like it's a good way to die very very fast. I will do some fortress work. No. The activation on that's like probably like faster than anything. That's really fast. I'm not sure if I'm not dashing in from a close enough range, but that usually works with Neji. That was a combo drop. Shit. Another combo drop. I actually have not like talked about that a lot, but like the way counters work. That was way too close. Essentially, like you can't fight him like if you're gonna attack him from outside of his range, it has to be at least like 4 or 5 tiles out. I don't know why I'm missing that now. Got him. So with counters, like if you're running a single person who has a counter, and they revive, you can actually start up close to them, but you want to run around them. Essentially, their tracking will take them around, and you can either hit them with your counter paralyze or counter, like in this case, NxB's counter seal. But it's like really important that you get them on the second or the third hit. If you get them on the first hit, it's not going to work. That's why you kind of like have to run around a little bit. Oh my god, it's like that little, like this little inch right here. I'll showcase it with Edo Minato too. I'll do like a bunch of counters actually. It's so annoying. It's like I know it's right. Like as soon as I move an inch forward, let's say. Let's do someone else though. Too far away. Oh, actually, I think his iframe on his counter duration is like actually pretty long. He might actually just be able to flat out survive. I quit too quickly sometimes. There it is. You gotta, the animation on his counter might actually be counterproductive because it might be, the animation might be longer than the time it takes Naruto to get up. So that's like a bad side of that. It's too far out. I want to try that one more time. Neji cannot counter CP drain jutsus. I mean, well, like he doesn't counter the CP drain. He'll still get CP drain. Okay, yeah, so you can't even iframe out of that into a different iframe. That's unfortunate. It's too far out. Well, damn. Okay. That's actually why I like black fireworks. It's better. It's easier for me to enter with black fireworks than it is for his scorch blast. It has too much charge of time. Let's see if I can do it this way. Nope. That's why I like that one. But of course, like, the whole purpose of this is to, like, test the counter. So I gotta figure out. I'll just ult him, maybe. Yes, no. This is annoying. I'm getting like annoyed at. I'm probably gonna end this soon because I actually do have to go. I'm gonna end up like doing this all day now. I feel like. So I set it off, but I didn't get the defense stun or defense debuff and knockdown. There it is. I could have sealed him. I don't know why I dashed through him. It would have been better to seal. But yeah, like, so the counter characters, you can actually hit them. Let's make sure I have the right thing. I'll actually keep it the other order. I like that way. KCM is like very, very strong. If like with the right build, he'll one-shot you. Like, he'll take you out. Alright, yeah, the problem like with him is like actually killing him from outside of his range. I'm just gonna ult him. Sorry. I get carried away. I'm supposed to be testing one thing and I'm like doing 20 different million other things. Oh, the startup on that is really long. So I might have to switch this up a little bit. We'll see. I might mini Rasengan into his ultimate. There it is. I didn't get it off in time. That was a miss. I mean, I can beat him. No, I'm testing the counter right now. I'm testing his counter against his Wake Up One Revival ultimate. Like, no, I can beat him if I like. Oh my god. Like, this is my issue today. I ran too far out in the round. Like, you gotta be, like, on their ass. Oh, you know what? I can make this like so much easier and faster. I don't have to like have all his jutsus on him. That's what I'm gonna say. Like, I get really carried away. Like, I'm not even testing what I'm supposed to be testing. I can make this so much faster, but I'm just like having fun with this. Okay, I still have to like kill him though. Too far out. Oh, he still did it. I'm wondering if that's because he didn't finish this combo. Like, he one hit and then stopped and then had to come back around. So the AI is kind of like, I have to finish this combo before I start my ultimate. I was like, there's so much like things to test in this game. Like, it's kind of like frankly ridiculous. Like, not in a bad way. There it is. Yep. So yeah, I mean, like, counters work pretty well against him. If you're, that's why I like tell people, like, you have options. You don't have to just play meta. Like, you have options. But it's kind of up to you as a player to create those options. So I will be streaming tomorrow. I'll be here a little bit earlier. I'll probably like do like 8:30. I was like really tired today, so I kind of did a late stream. But yeah, tomorrow I'll be like same time, 8:30 a.m. EST. And I'll probably do like, tomorrow's Thursday. So yeah, I might do like some more team roundups, some like team surprise attack missions if anyone needs help getting points. I can clear games for everyone. But I hope everyone has a great day. I'm out. See you, Chino. Bye, Gabriel.